So, Mr. Keith Joseph, you are here in Nassau, Bahamas, invited by COCAWE and the Baseball Bahamas Association. You just have a meeting here with Mr. George Delira, President of the Caribbean Baseball Confederation, and also Mr. Sam Rogers from the BBA, also accompanied by Mike Sanders from the NACAC. So, what was the intention meeting you here with the main authorities of baseball in the Caribbean for the future?
Well, essentially, the Caribbean Baseball Organization has an interest in participating in the Caribbean Games going forward. As you know, we've just had our first edition of the Caribbean Games in Guadeloupe earlier this year. They were postponed from the previous year. And of course, we had our General Assembly in Trinidad and Tobago in November. And at the Assembly, we had received the day before a number of presentations by sports that are interested in becoming part of the Caribbean Games. Unfortunately, at the time, baseball wasn't able to participate, but they've since submitted an application in terms of wanting to have a discussion, and that discussion took place today here in Nassau, Bahamas.
Still, we have Curacao and Dominican Republic bidding for the games in 2025.
Actually, we have Curacao and the Bahamas that have expressed an interest in hosting the second edition of the Caribbean Games in 2025. The Dominican Republic, we approached the Dominican Republic and they indicated clearly that they would give preference to any of the smaller countries that's willing to host it. If, however, we do have challenges in terms of getting a definitive host with 2 years out, then they'll be prepared to step in and assist. So right now, as it is, both the Bahamas and Curacao have until the 31st of March 2023 to submit an official bid and to say what they're putting on the table. In addition, part of that application is determining which sports they want to have on the program. We have 3 mandatory sports: athletics, swimming, and netball. Outside of that, the host country can propose the sports which they deem to be popular both at the level of their own country as well as around the Caribbean. So there is every hope for any new sport to get included into the Caribbean Games going forward, depending on the host country and the level of support that they receive from other member nations in the Caribbean.
And finally, what do you think about this Caribbean Baseball Cup here in Nassau, Bahamas, in this new stadium?
I think that the Bahamas has to be commended because I think that over the years, Bahamas, given its small size, has been able to provide some of the best facilities, not just in the Caribbean, but worldwide. They can compare with the rest of the world. And the facility that was opened here on Sunday is a tremendous boost for the sport, but also for sport tourism in the Bahamas. The Prime Minister spoke to that in his opening address in terms of his own commitment to the youth of the country, his own commitment to the development of sport in the country, and his own commitment to ensuring that sport makes a significant contribution to the economy of the Bahamas. I think those 3 factors are critical for the sustainability of sport in the Bahamas, and also coming on the heels of the announcement by World Athletics that the World Relays will return to the Bahamas in 2024, it shows that the government's commitment to sport is real, it is beneficial to the nation, and that it has the support of the mass of Bahamians.
Thank you very much for your words.
No problem.